If you want to improve your social life, there's basically one thing you need to be focusing on, and you can ignore all the other noise you hear online. And that is how much you're thinking. Because the truth is, if you're in your mind, if you're thinking about stuff, you're repelling, your energy is repelling, people don't want to be around you. And you've probably had a lot of examples with this sort of approach. But then there are some times when you can just be present, you can just direct your energy automatically out there, and just by accident, your social life is good. You feel good around people, people feel good around you. You are more attractive, you are more magnetic, you are enjoying your life more as well. And this is not only about your social life, but let's say your social life is like the biggest area of your life that's gonna be influenced by the amount of thinking you're putting into it. But like, even when you're walking down the street, if you're always computing something, always thinking about the way you're looking, about what a certain person might think about you, or even about abstract philosophical questions, you're not enjoying the present moment. When you're not enjoying the present moment, you're automatically not in the highest state you could be, because enjoying life is about enjoying the present moment. We could just argue about that. The beautiful part is that you cannot fake this, and that's why this is the only way. Like, you cannot fake being present because people just notice it. It's just impossible. Perhaps you've tried it and you've seen that the results were perhaps better than before because you were putting some effort into it, but you still didn't get the reactions you wanted, you still didn't enjoy the experience as much as you wanted. You know, you hear those pieces of advice like make eye contact and show that you're present and ask the questions. And then you're in your mind all the time, oh, I have to hold eye contact a bit more, I have to hold eye contact a bit even more. And you end up looking like a creep, you end up giving creepy energy. And people don't like it because then you end up just staring at them like this. Because in your mind, you're just like, I have to make eye contact. But instead, if we could just override that, if we could just like tell your mind, shut the fuck up and just calm down. Like, you are not allowed to think anymore. We need this aggression, or at least this is what worked for me perfectly. This like more aggressive approach towards thinking, because if I'm just like, oh, just enjoy the present moment and be mindful and ground yourself and breathe deeply and feel the ground beneath you, like, these things didn't really help me personally. But the thing that really did help is me internally yelling at myself, stop, enough, you're not allowed to think anymore. You are not allowed to think. And just emptying my mind like that opened my entire awareness to everything that's around me automatically, and I started feeling more. Because this is what socializing is all about, feeling, vibing with people. It's not thinking. If you want to like debate stuff and really get into that deep thinking process, if you are a person that likes to think so deeply and debate about stuff and whatnot, find a person or a group of people that's dedicated to having such interactions. Do it home alone, but don't get that energy in every single interaction, because it's gonna ruin your social life. You're gonna start overthinking about all the nonsense in the world. You're gonna be in your mind, because you can't be both in your mind and out there at the same time. You can't divide your attention like that and still get the results you want. If you want to enjoy your social life, you need to disregard your brain. You need to be more stupid. If you were to just like 20% more stupid, if you were born 20% more stupid, your social life would thrive right now. Now, the issue is not necessarily that you are too intelligent. The way I see it, you can just switch off your intelligence when it's not needed. And there are some people that are really, really intelligent and very able in their social environments as well. They are quite rare indeed, because it's so easy to just be caught up in your own mind when you're used to thinking so much. But nonetheless, it's doable. It's really something that every single one of us overthinkers can achieve. And I've had this as a mantra in the last few days at least, to just stop thinking. And it's a tough process, because if you are used to thinking so much, Even when you're walking down the street, even when you're talking to a person, you're thinking about the stuff they're saying, you're thinking about the way you look, you're thinking about something random that just popped up in your mind. You're used to not being present. It's very hard to actually be present. You could do like concentration based meditations, just focusing on your breath. But what I recommend, what I personally do actually, is just taking the meditation approach and shifting it towards thinking. Like every single time I catch myself thinking too much, I'm just like, stop, enough is enough. And then I go on for like a couple of minutes, I enjoy life a lot more. And then my thinking comes back to me. And perhaps I'm in the thinking state for like 5 minutes this time before I catch myself thinking so much again. And again, I'm like, okay, stop, too much thinking. And it just goes on and on and on. And if you if you're persistent enough with this process, you will slowly but surely teach your brain and your nervous system that it's okay to not think so much. You are still safe because ultimately, why are you thinking so much? Is it because you're enjoying it? Perhaps yes, but definitely you cannot enjoy thinking on your own as much as you can enjoy vibing with someone. It, if this doesn't make sense yet, it will one day if you keep putting in the work. But the TLDR is that your brain and your nervous system just want you to be safe. And the only safety you've known so far is the safety that relies in thinking, in analyzing everything, in just being in your mind all the time. So now you have to teach yourself that it's okay to not think. You are not in danger if you are just letting go of everything, of all that pressure. And these two words, oh my god, these 5 letters, let go. They are so powerful. They are so simple yet so powerful, yet also so tough to implement. And it may take a long time for it to click of what letting go actually means. But we can just take this concept of letting go and direct it towards our thinking process, as I said. And letting go of all of those inner mechanisms, optimizations, all of the stuff that's going, all of the garbage actually that's going on inside your mind. And just flow. And now you might be afraid that, okay, but like what happens if I let go? Because if I don't think, I'm not gonna have anything to say. But that's not really how it works. If your current belief is that the more you think, the better your output is gonna be, the more wise you're gonna look, that's not actually the way it works. Like, as I said, if you wanna debate deeply philosophical questions and subjects, okay, I can understand it, you need to put in more thought. But if you wanna just vibe with people, it doesn't work like that. Vibing with people is being stupid, literally, saying stupid stuff. You say a stupid thing, your friend says another stupid thing. It doesn't even really make sense, it's a bit inappropriate, we could argue, but you're having fun, you're feeling the vibe. That's what it's all about. And you've spent like dozens of years on this planet, because I assume you're not 7 years old watching this video. So you do have some life experience, you do have some stuff that's happened to you throughout your life. You do have things to talk about. And when you aggressively forbid your brain from thinking in the social situations, in the social interactions, all of these things come up automatically. Because now you're just feeling what's happening. Now you're more connected to what's around you. You start feeling more of what's around you, and these feelings generate thoughts that simply bubble up to the surface, and you don't need to get in there and fetch them because they just come up automatically. And that's the beauty of it. And this is a very logical, rational, weirdly step-by-step explained process of what a normal human being is like when they're talking to people. But some of us really need such explanations in order to click, in order to make sense in our brains, right? And I really hope this video is gonna be really helpful for you, and I'm excited for you to make the same progress that I've made.